This article from Forbes lays out the case that CBD is big business and will continue to grow beyond 2022 through three key factors: product diversity, sales via big box stores, and through company acquisitions. Unfortunately, Forbes has much of this wrong, especially in the short term. I'm going to explain why and what I'm seeing firsthand in the CBD supplement industry, and you'll want to stick around because I'm going to reveal where opportunity truly exists. So let's get to it. If you're new here, I'm Brian and it's great to meet you. I've been in the supplement and food space since 2004, specializing in regulatory affairs and quality assurance at the executive level, and I've been helping companies, startups, established brands grow their business, and I want to help you do the same. So let's pull up the article from Forbes here. It's really hard to tell if they actually did their homework, and I don't think that they did. They got a lot of things wrong, but where I think Forbes is right, and really this is the key driving force of everything right now in the CBD space, and that is there are real regulatory challenges that remain. And that's pretty much the only thing we agree on in this article. But in terms of what they got wrong, let's start with the fact that they said that CBD is federally legal. No, it's not. You can see that here directly from the FDA. And it's this legal status that is the biggest hurdle right now. CBD is currently not legal at the federal level, and this is really going to hinder a lot of people in the CBD business for the short to medium term. Yes, you may have heard that certain states have legalized CBD, of which California recently made headlines in the industry for doing exactly that, but it's not going to move the needle that much. So why is that? If you've ever seen any of my other videos, I always ask, who is the legal gatekeeper in these large retailers that decides what products can be sold in their stores? Well, the gatekeeper is the legal department. This is why my clients, which include these big brands that you would recognize, have me vet their product concept, their formulas, and their labels for compliance. If you can't get past that legal gatekeeper, you're going to have problems in the long term, and it's going to be really difficult for you to really reap the rewards of substantial growth and distribution. As for the other reason why CBD is going to slow down for the short term, well, we've got a new acting commissioner in town heading up the FDA. Her name is Ms. Janet Woodcock, and she has pretty much sent the message that there's going to be very little movement, if any, on CBD legalization at the federal level. This is a huge hit to the CBD industry. This person replaces Stephen Hahn, who was known for working towards legalization, working with Congress over the last couple of years to move in a direction of opening up the CBD industry. But now with Ms. Woodcock at the helm, she's been pretty clear that the laws currently in place put things at a stalemate, albeit she is heading up FDA on a temporary basis. So as I was editing this video, guess what? We got ourselves a new FDA commissioner. This time it's a permanent role. And the person is Dr. Robert M. Califf. And he's been FDA commissioner before, I believe 2015, 2017. So he is known in the industry. He's actually got good support, bipartisan support. So hopefully this is a promising sign, much better than the acting or previous commissioner. But at the end of the day, we really don't know. So I think a lot of the things that we're talking about in this video still apply, but things remain quite hopeful. So let's put two and two together. Number one, we know that CBD isn't going to be legalized anytime soon. And as a result, number two, the legal gatekeepers are going to advise companies not to get into the CBD market at the risk of getting sued. And this is the 1-2 punch that's going to knock the industry down, at least for now. And investors that are looking to acquire are going to conduct their own due diligence process, which I've been involved in. And if these big box stores can't carry the products, the growth for novel CBD brands just really isn't there. And it's not just the big box stores, it's also the logistics involved in the business operation itself, from e-commerce like a Shopify to shipping like a FedEx. There are specific restrictions and conditions in place, and I've even seen these platforms shut services down altogether as soon as they realized that they were dealing with CBD products. Now, I'm a big fan of YouTube, but what I'm not a big fan of is that the algorithm can shift at any time. So if you're enjoying this content so far, please sign up for my email list and get industry news and alerts when new content gets posted. So I know you guys are thinking, with all this doom and gloom, is there still an opportunity for a CBD startup for the long term and maybe even the short term? And to that, I say yes, but it does come with certain conditions, and that is your business needs to be profitable on a small and local scale. A lot of businesses right now are struggling because they're tied up in inventory. They've spent a lot of money on capital, on R&D, on manufacturing, and they have a lot of product they can't move, and that product is inching closer and closer each day to its expiration date. The idea here is to stay within the state that you're in so that you can piggyback off the legal status that your state offers, assuming CBD is legal there. You will also need to explore email marketing providers, e-commerce, shipping options that are amenable to CBD, so be sure to check their terms and conditions closely. And if you can build your business from the expectation of staying small and serving your state first, and then only expanding to other states, but doing so in such a way where you're shipping small quantities for personal use, that is going to be an opportunity for you as well. And simultaneously, on the back end, really focus on building your brand presence, and overall following, so that when FDA does finally legalize CBD, you can just easily flip the switch and turn your business on to that next level of growth. The other thing, make sure you follow all other regulations to a T, such as manufacturing regulations and product labeling. There are crosshairs right now on CBD brands from FDA and litigators, so it's imperative that you protect yourself and make sure your product labeling, marketing, and concept is properly vetted from a regulatory perspective. And if you need some help on this, well, we can book a session today, link down below. Otherwise, I'll be here when you're ready. And if you enjoyed this video, please support the channel and be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.